Hey guys, welcome back to Channel Pause Window Cleaning, and it's the end of 2024, and it's literally December 31st of 2024. Wow, this year has just been going by so fast. As you guys know, I did a 100K journey, and so it's just been such an amazing experience this whole year, just to have like a story to tell. And yeah, I mean, I cannot say like how happy my wife and I are with this whole year that has been of 2024. And I'm just gonna kind of break it down with you guys and just kind of have like a few highlights. I actually have the 100K journey playlist here just to kind of help me remember a little things here and there. But I just want to say thank you guys so much, those that have placed orders through me this year, even last year too, kind of 2023 at the end of the year. I just want to say thank you guys so much for placing orders through me. It's just been so, like, I don't know what to say, like, you know, just being a window cleaner and, like, you know, being able to help you guys out, and you guys going out of your way to make orders through me. It just really helps my wife and I out a lot. We're just very grateful for that. But also too, I kind of want to have like some other shout outs too, like Steve-O too, before I get into this, you know, this recap. Like Steve-O having me on his channel, it was awesome to be, you know, to have like that opportunity of like watching all of his videos. You know, I was running on a treadmill like a couple years ago, watching all his content, and then going from there to be able to have that live stream with him, and also Jersey. That was going to be part 2, but I guess we can put it at the same time too, that Jersey too. I just want to thank him so much to be able to have me onto the show, but also too, you got both of them too to just help me out this year with some troubleshooting things and just overall just being awesome. But yeah, just that whole live stream was great because it was not like kind of like prepared, you know, we kind of just did it live. So all those questions that they asked, it was actual genuine questions that, you know, like when we didn't prepare, it just, you know, what was on top of my head, and also my wife too. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. But yeah, I guess we can kind of get straight into it. But yeah, like just looking at the videos from when I first started to like now, it was a little bit difficult to try to like, you know, talk on the camera and everything. So now it just makes it so much easier for me not to have to edit so much, because I'm looking at the road to 100,000 week 1 update to the pilot. That one was really fun because, like, you know, I was there and I was just like, I didn't know how the year was gonna be, and now I wish I could talk to him, you know, I'd be like, hey Andy, I want to let you know how it went. But at that point I didn't know what was gonna happen, so I was just like, all right, let's do it. It was all my wife's ideas, like, let's do this 100K journey. I was like, all right. Almost last minute I canceled, but that was kind of that. Yeah, the first couple of weeks in January was kind of slow. It was just like, you know, just the, you know, stormy season and all that. And it's just, you know, overall, like, just, you know, just to have like any job, you know, it's always beneficial because you kind of like work the whole year for January, February to be kind of a slow season. So, you know, if you have any bills to pay and all that, you kind of have to prepare for all that. So yeah, I was just looking at the second episode, slow season. But then the third week of January, we were able to go to the Bahamas. Man, that was awesome. That one was like so cool, just to go there, to go to like just like Pig Island. I know this is kind of like embarrassing, but I don't know if I told you guys, but when I was out there, there was how do I say it? This area where you can like feed the pigs is called Pig Island, and my wife ended up giving me, like, because they would give carrots to feed them, right? And they're like these pigs are like different sizes, right? Small, big, and all that. But the bigger they are, the more aggressive they are, right? So the smaller ones, if they got something, the big ones would always get their carrot or whatever. So the reason why I'm saying that is because there was a lot of them in between us, and our guide, he ended up giving my wife a carrot, and then I said, oh, I want to give one to them. So I got one, how do I say it? When I got the carrot, okay, I want to really make sure I say this right. When I got the carrot, I guess the pig thought that I was getting the carrot for me to eat, right? So then from there, one of them ended up biting me, which was very like embarrassing, and it was like a shock, you know? And then like from there, I just like kind of threw the carrot to the floor, and then from there, that was kind of that, but a little embarrassing, but I mean, nothing major, you know, it wasn't too crazy. But like that experience, also like just having like that whole like aquarium there at the Atlantis Bahamas thing, having like the water slides, and like one slide you go through and there's like all these sharks around, so that's pretty cool. They had their own aquarium and everything, and also we were able to go visit, like while we're doing the hopping of the islands with the Pig Island and all that, there was one with Pablo Escobar's plane, so that was pretty cool just to kind of see that, and you know, be able to see like all the plane and all that stuff that was inside of it, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, the whole trip was really nice, and it was something that my wife and I have never been at or ever been. I mean, I've been to the Bahamas when I was younger, but never to like this whole Atlantis thing, and so it was really cool to see all that and all the islands and all that. So that was kind of that. But then yeah, I had at some point I had jury duty, which was very fun, right? Who likes jury duty? So I went in there, and fortunate enough, they dismissed me. They didn't use me on any case, so that was kind of nice. I was there the whole day, but yeah, I guess that was kind of like my jury duty thing. But yeah, then we ended up taking like a professional business photo for our business, which, you know, it's really nice because we're able to, you know, now be able to show off our equipment, our wrap and all that, which I highly suggest for you guys to do if you guys want to have like, you know, show your brand and all that. Have something like that. You know, if you have like just a regular logo, that's great, but you know, eventually, you know, some people would like to see the face of the company, so just kind of a heads up if you want to do that. I can be wrong, but for us, I told my wife, I said, you know, it'd be nice to take a picture, like a professional photo. You know, we just had like a regular camera, and I was like, all right, let's just put it, just take the picture and make it look nice. And then that camera didn't work because I didn't know how to use it. It's like one of those, I don't know, it's not a DSLR, it's like a camera that the lens is built into the camera type of thing, so it's nothing like professional, but I didn't know how to do the timer, so that's why I ended up taking my iPhone and just taking that as an iPhone. But yeah, so that's an iPhone photo. See, or the point I'm trying to say is that you don't need to have a professional photo to take a business photo. You know, you can just use an iPhone, and that's what we ended up doing, even though I tried to use a better camera type of thing, but ended up doing that. So, but yeah, then from there, you know, we started getting a couple of commercial jobs. We got a couple of old bids that we did the previous year, and then we ended up doing it. Ended up going to Vegas. That was pretty cool. We also went to Big Bear, and on the way to Vegas, and it was pretty cool because like we were there like super early, and we saw like all the snow still on the trees, and so that was pretty cool. Maybe I'll have a video. Hopefully I'm having videos while we're talking. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It was very like, for my wife and I, it was very romantic to see all that, and you know, we had my mother-in-law there, and so it was nice for her to also see California in that sense. So then, man, like right after Vegas, yeah, we just started getting like a lot of work. So that starts like week 11, right? So that's almost, yeah, like March is literally when our season started to skyrocket. That's what I always tell you guys, you know, January, February, save so that, you know, if you don't have work, at least you have money. But if you do get a job, then it's perfect, right? So just kind of keeping that in the back of your mind. But I might do a video, I'm not sure. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But like, I was thinking of like trying to help you guys of like having how to save your money video, if that makes sense. I guess that's the best way to put it. You know, to help you guys to, you know, make sure that you have everything prepared, you know what to do at every paycheck type of thing. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. I can try to do a video on that so that, you know, you can have like a automatic system mentally so that, you know, you're always prepared for the future. So that's been benefiting us, and so hopefully that can benefit you guys too. But just let me know. Then from there, yeah, we just kept getting booked. We got a lot of repeat clients. Then I'm not gonna read every single week. You know, I'm kind of making it a little bit easier for you guys. But yeah, there's one video here, like hard water removal, and that won't. Here in California, Southern California, there's a lot of hard water. So to be honest with you guys, I don't really offer it hard water, because like when you try to do it, even with the paste, acid, you know, like all that stuff, it's very difficult to take it off because it's so ingrained. It's pretty much you need to do a restoration. So fortunately, that job, when I got there, I said, let me just do a spot test. They just bought the house and like, we really want this, you know, that's like the reason why we want a window cleaner, is to clean the windows but also remove hard water. Did a spot test, actually ended up working. So then that's why I have that video, and also I want to show you video guys too, so content. So it was just, you know, win-win-win all around. But that house, fortunately enough, they had their hard water wasn't that bad, so I was able to remove it. Super simple, you know, just use steel wool. You know, I used the paste, I'm already forgetting, Black Diamond or something like that. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I'll probably edit it somewhere here. But yeah, so I use that. But again, I don't really remember the name because I hardly ever use it. I have it in the car, but you know, I hardly ever use it, so I don't really think of the name all the time. But yeah, so that's why I don't have that many videos on that. But it was a really good job, really good content video, so that was pretty cool. So then after that, we had, like I said, like our profitable weeks. We got tips on a couple of jobs, and then we just kept being busy, like long week. And then we went out of town, and then being licensed and insured, like week, I don't even know what week that is, but 21. That one is something that's very like important for you guys, especially when you're starting your business, because if you want to do commercial jobs or anything like that, you need to have being licensed and insured. Now residential, like normally people don't ask as much, but if they do, I just show it to them. So that's that. But normally no one really asks. So, but the thing is that place, I got $2,000 from that whole complex. So paid itself off. I did that in one day, and anyway, so that's very important to be licensed and insured. Also for your taxes too. You need to pay your taxes. Don't forget about that. Always put some money aside so that you can pay your taxes, and most importantly, be able to be a legit business, right? Then, oh yeah, we had a huge condo complex. Man, I feel like I mean, I haven't watched these videos, so I'm just kind of going over them. But man, that one was pretty brutal. We were there, I think, for like 3 days, and like, yeah, we did like a bundle deal. So like pretty much like everyone when we were there had a set price. But the thing is, like, it's like 6 different units, and the problem is that not a problem, but it's hard to arrange for, like, especially when you have a lot of different people in different levels, because it's like 3 levels high, to say, okay, if I'm going to do this building, they're available, but they're the first story, but yeah, the 3rd story is not available until like the next day. So you have to kind of like, you know, arrange everything. And you know, the property manager, not a manager, but she was like one of the residents there. She was super nice, and she kind of helped me out to try to arrange everything. And I told her I have to start always the top first and down. Did an amazing job. But yeah, we were pretty destroyed after that. But kind of funny enough, like, there was like I think maybe 1 or 2 clients that were there that they rescheduled, and or not rescheduled, but they said, oh, we can't do it because of we're doing something in the house, and they're not available. I don't know, I don't remember, but that deal was only for those 3 days, and so we're just kind of like, okay. And so then like 3 months later or something like that, they called us, and I was like, yeah, the unfortunately we're not going to be able to service you guys because, you know, we're not in the area. And then because the deal was, I think it was like $100 or something like that, and I was like, yeah, no, unfortunately, because it was like inside and out and screens were included, so it was like a huge like deal, and so they wanted that same deal for that price. I'm like, I'm not there, so if you want, I can charge you the $5 a screen. If you want inside and out, it's this much and this and that, and the price was like more than $100, and they were just like, no, I don't want it. So yeah, I mean, again, I was there, you know, and we had them on the schedule, but unfortunately life happens. But yeah, I told them, I even wrote on the contract too, that this price is it's only good for these 3 days, because essentially I don't want to be coming back for like $100 job. So anyways, that's why it's good to have a minimum. So yeah, so then from there, yeah, we got like really like first time clients. We messed up, interesting bid. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I don't know if it's the same week or not, but yeah, I remember like that one. I was really like confused by that bid. So essentially what happened was, I went to go give a bid, and I gave him my minimum, and he was just like, okay, that's great, you know, like, just come and give a bid, you know, I think they even told me ahead of time they're selling the house, I don't remember. But I was just like, okay. So I showed up, and I always do the bids on the outside, okay, every single time, always do the bids on the outside. I mean, unless it's like a loft and you see the inside, that's another thing, right? But I got there, and he's like, no, just come inside. And I was like, no, it's okay, we can do it. No, we're doing it from the inside. I was like, okay. So we went inside, and like if I remember correctly, all the curtains were like kind of down, but he's like, yeah, there's one window there, 2, 3, and then I was like, oh, okay. So then but there was some windows already that I saw that there were French windows, and so I was kind of like, oh, okay. So in my mind, he doesn't want me to see the French windows, right? And I was just kind of like, okay. So we go around, and like there was a room that he's like, yeah, this one that has windows in there. Like I couldn't really see the windows because they were like the room was like in a weird angle. It was kind of like almost shut, you know. I mean, there was the door was open to see through, but it wasn't like wide open. So I was like, I don't even know how many windows are in there. And then they're like, okay, let's keep going. And he's like, yeah, but if it's your minimum for inside and out, French windows, by the way. And he's like, oh, just go ahead and do it. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have it at that price. It's gonna be more than that, something like that. And he was just like very upset. And I mean, watch that video if you guys want. I think it was what week is this one? And 27, so I think it's week 27 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was just like so weird. And then like I started telling him about pure water, and he wanted me to put vinegar or something in my system. I don't remember. This is everything off the top of my head, so because if not, I'll make this video very long. But yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that was kind of funny. So yeah, I never got the job. They never called me back, but I mean, I'm happy I didn't get to go. So then from there, yeah, we had kind of super chill weeks. We have a crazy hot week. That was pretty cool. A customer snapped at me. That one, I don't remember that one, huh? Oh, yes. It wasn't actually, was it a customer or was it I think it was a bid, but maybe it's the same one. I don't, let's see if I remember. But yeah, customer, probably someone like a bid. So what ended up happening was that day I had like a couple of bids, and I went to this individual's house, and they had, again, I like to do the bids on the outside, right? So we're going around and everything, and right before we ended up going to the side of the house, if I remember everything correctly, she was like, oh, there's one window on the inside, which is very nice of her, actually. It was because it was like kind of like a loft, and so like on the inside. So I came inside, I looked, and I just remember that she had like some mold, like kind of like on the side, you know, some black spots. And so I was just kind of like, oh, okay, I can clean those windows. Yeah, that's not a problem. She's like, oh yeah, I also want you to remove the mold. And I was like, I don't offer that. And then she was like, no, you remove the mold. And so she just like snapped at me. Yeah, it has to be that. So she snapped at me, and yeah, that wasn't the best experience ever, because like, again, I love that you guys commented on that video, like, Andy, you know, that's like, you know, the different type of service is not window cleaning. And so I really like the support on that end, because, you know, it's sometimes I'm on my own, you know, like, of course it's my wife and I, but I'm like, we're on our own, you know. So it's nice to see that our community, like, you know, kind of backs each other up in that kind of sense. But yeah, she like snapped at me, and I was just like, you know, I don't offer that. You know, it's like if you go to a car wash, you know, you clean the car, and then let's say you had scratches on your car, not from the car wash, let's say, and it's like, oh, I need you to repaint and do a touch up on my paint. It's like, no, that's not what we offer. This is just a clean. We don't, like, you know, do restorations or whatever. And so like, yeah, so it's just like that was just like very weird. But again, be very polite, punctual. And I just walked away, and like right when I was walking out, she just kept saying, wow. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, why are you causing a scene? You know, like, I just went there to give a bid. I wasn't even doing the job, right? But right there, I don't offer hard water removal. That's or mold removal, right? So then in reality, you know, that's my business, you know, or my wife and I. So if we don't do that, we don't do that, right? So maybe when you're in the beginning, and you're like, I just want to get the job, then you want to do it, then great, I would say charge more. But you know, that stuff is very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, because mold is, yeah, that stuff sucks. But anyway, so then here we have week 31, and that video, I just want to say thank you guys. And also, I know I said in the beginning, but I want to say thank you guys again for placing orders through us. You know, it means the world to us. You know, just taking that few extra steps to say, hey Andy, I want this. I send you a link, and you purchase it through that link. I get a little bit of commission from that, right? And it just really helps us out a lot. And you know, it just, again, going from like, you know, just being a window cleaner that, you know, try to do my best to be a window cleaner, to now, you know, you guys ordering things through us. And you know, I really didn't know how the channel was going to be like when we first started. You know, I was like, I just want to help people. I want to just go out there and just do the best that I can. You guys have been great, been awesome, and I just really, I can't thank you guys again. And I'm happy to say that pretty much, I mean, I guess all of you guys that have purchased things through me, all you guys' business has just been booming. One of you guys, I think, well, I don't want to say too much, but he had a job and this was going to be kind of part-time, and it looks like already it's becoming like a full-time being a window cleaner. So I'm really happy for you, and happy for that individual, because, you know, it's a really good career, and also too, you can be your own boss pretty much. So anyways, thank you guys again. But yeah, let's just keep going. And then, yeah, my system broke. Oh man, that whole time, man, I was gonna be honest with you guys, I was not in a good mood. Because, like, again, it's no one's fault. It was just a bad mood. Like, you know, I had this system, I had it for like 4 years or something like that, and like, you know, like, I was just going, like, it started to like kind of like tilt a little bit, and I was like, oh, everything's fine. And eventually that little like metal like welding spot just broke, and the X2 was just so heavy, and I would have to go take it out of the car and everything. Oh, that whole thing was just like a disaster for me, because like then from there, like fortunately WCR gave me like a new body frame. Fortunately that body frame from IPC was not good, so I disassembled everything, reassembled everything. That still didn't work, so I needed another because the holes were not big enough. Then I had to wait again. So that whole thing, again, I'm not saying anything bad towards anyone or even IPC, you know, just that's just life, right? You know, you go around and, you know, not everything is going to be perfect, but it's also the attitude too, you know, like, obviously, like, I was a little bit upset and everything, but I knew that the system worked, everything was great. So, you know, keeping that in mind, that would help me to get forward from like, you know, why did it break, you know, type of thing. Was more like, hey, I'm taking care of. WCR is giving me a new body frame set. Even though it was not great the first time, they tried to troubleshoot it. The second one was coming, but I was taken care of, right? So keeping that in mind, even though it was like a couple weeks, that whole situation, I just kept in my mind like, hey, we're gonna get this fixed. And my wife is awesome. She would always say that it's gonna get fixed, don't worry about it. And it ended up being great. You know, once we disassembled, I did a whole video about that. It's probably like super long and boring, but still, I just wanted to do my best to show you guys, you know, how to assemble a whole system. And, you know, I'm not a professional when it comes to like videography and stuff. I do my best, but essentially it all worked out. Everything was great. And then from there, yeah, and then like I said, I didn't watch all these videos because it's been a while. Maybe I should watch them all again, because that'll be pretty cool. But then in September, fast forwarding, we went to WCR, which was great. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I put all my system back together and it was working fine. Okay, just before I forget. But yeah, then in September, I kind of surprised you guys. I went to WCR. I went to the warehouse. I was there with a lot of awesome, I guess it's like a big, like, huge family, it felt like, you know, like, I was there, they welcomed my wife and I, they gave us free shirts, we did a photo shoot, which was awesome. And then from there, they ended up giving me a free pole, which was the Micro Destroyer, which was awesome. And I will tell you this, I'm gonna have a video possibly of like a 3-month review of my Atom and the Micro Destroyer, but that's another thing. That pole has saved like my back, my arms, my shoulders, has saved me so many times since I got it. I've only had it for like 3 months, because man, it's like going back to the Micro Basic, which I strongly suggest that should be like everyone's first pole. But if you have a little bit of extra money, you know, get the ultralight. But man, that Destroyer really did help me a lot in a lot of different like difficult jobs, especially when the roof kind of hangs over and you have to get that window in the back. I had a few of those jobs, and man, it makes it so much easier to get those. But anyways, but yeah, when I was there, you know, it was great. We even did a video of like the different systems, the different poles, so that helped out a lot to hopefully help you guys out when it comes to purchasing a new system or pole. But yeah, it was great. I mean, it was just kind of like funny because, like, you know, I go again, when I was saying in the beginning, watching Steve-O's videos, then from there, you know, being on his live stream with Jersey, that was great. And then from there, yeah, just, you know, now going to the warehouse, and it's a privilege because not everyone's able to go inside. You know, obviously it's a business. It's not like, you know, here to have people come in and like not interrupt, but like, you know, they just want to be in a working environment, so they don't just welcome anyone. You have to be invited in, and just to be able to go in there and, you know, just to see how everything works and everything like that, it's like, wow, this is like, you know, it's a really like organized setup that they have. And, you know, it was just a great trip overall. overall. And then from there, I got my micro destroyer. I tested it out, worked out very well. Then I got my new system. I can say this, even to this day, I'm really glad with my system. I think having the X2 did its purpose, and I did do a lot of huge jobs with it. But I mean, I'll go more in the video, another video about it, because I don't want to make this video too long. But essentially, yeah, this micro atom, no, you know what I'm talking about, right? The atom that I have, it is micro, but that thing is awesome because it fits in the bed, makes things a little bit easier. I don't have to be carrying something so heavy, and I think most times it's like overkill to have an X2, but because, you know, I have to go downstairs, I have to do like a lot of different things. But I've noticed though that kind of like a preview, I guess, I've noticed that with the system I'm using more of the pencil jets more than the overtop rinse bar. So I just want to kind of let you guys know that with the X2 I was using the overtop rinse bar like every single job. Don't even change it to pencil jets. I hated pencil jets, and so now I'm starting to realize that pencil jets actually are kind of, you know, obviously has more less water output than it is with the X2. So but yeah, it just, yeah, I mean, like, again, if I had to start over, I probably would have got the you know, the regular atom. Because again, I'm not doing like 4 or 5 story commercial buildings. I'm not doing residential. It's just like 2 stories. So I think that would have been great to do that. But again, I have both systems, so whenever I need to do it, that's that. Then we had a questionnaire thing. Then I forgot 2 jobs. That was kind of fun. Then from there, we went to the Yankees and Dodger game, which was like awesome. That game, whole thing was, yeah, I'm starting to see the time. I'm going to start wrapping up, guys. So I don't want to make it too long, but then from there we went to the Dodger game. It was like the first one. It was a grand slam, walk-off home run, game 1. That was awesome. The Yankee fans around me were like, oh, they didn't like that they won, but I mean, obviously, right? But it was just a whole experience. But anyways, then from there we went to the parade. And then, you know, I just do water fed like all the time. You know, don't forget about the free gifts on the WCR website. Then I have my 100K journey giveaway. And pretty much that's kind of it, you know. I just, like I said, I just want to kind of just wrap it up for you guys, you know. Like, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already noticing the time, but yeah, that's kind of like our year recap, man. It was a long journey, and did I make it? I don't know. You guys tell me. Did we make it through the 100K journey? But now next year we're gonna change things up, and we're gonna have yeah, I'm gonna new series, life as a window cleaner, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So but yeah, man, it was a very fun year. That's kind of like my recap type of thing. And yeah, just always, you know, people walking around, I always have to see are they taking pictures of the car. But it was a fun journey, and most importantly, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, even just by, you know, liking the videos, commenting, you know, just those little things. Really, I really much appreciate it. And like right now, I just finished a job, and which is not going to be a part of the 100K journey, because that's not fair. Because I wasn't expecting this job, and it just kind of randomly showed up. It was kind of an easy job, so I was like, okay, but. You know, it's just this whole 100K journey has just been like great. And you know, I just all the little, that's what I was saying, all the little things, you know, I really appreciate all that you guys do for the channel. And you know, it's gonna be crazy. I want to pretend like I'm talking to myself now, but at the end of next year, I would love to just know like how it was like, you know. But I guess time will tell on that end, right? Because I want to know how next year is going to be. We have a couple of plans next year that we're very excited about, and you guys will know more about it as life as a window cleaner. But anyways, but most importantly, I just want to say thank you guys again so much. This is kind of like my recap. Well, that's what I was trying to say. I just finished my job. I'm here doing a video for you guys. I'm really tired, but I just want to show my appreciation and thanks to you guys for all the support. So anyways, that's the end of the video. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we catch you guys on the next one. Bye.